Aliens thought they were invincible until humanity fought back. HFY Sci-Fi. Prologue. The Invincible Dominion. The Kel'var Dominion was a name that inspired fear across the galaxy. Their fleets, made of obsidian-black ships armed with weapons capable of obliterating entire planets, had subjugated countless civilizations. For centuries, the Kel'var expanded unchecked, their crystalline empire spreading like a plague through the stars. The Galactic Federation, weakened by decades of infighting, could do little to stop the Dominion's conquests. Entire species were enslaved, their homeworlds reduced to resource mines for the Kel'var war machine. The Federation Council met in chambers filled with hollow arguments and empty promises, while the galaxy burned. Amid this chaos, humanity remained silent. Nestled on the edges of Federation space, the Terran Union was seen as a minor power, a species that had only recently joined the interstellar community. Their small fleet and scattered colonies were dismissed by the Kel'var as insignificant. That perception changed when the Dominion set its sights on Arcturus IV. You can argue. Chapter 1. The Fall of Arcturus IV. Arcturus IV was a human colony of 3 million, its surface covered in vast megacities and sprawling agricultural zones. The planet had thrived in the decades since its founding, its people optimistic and industrious. But the Kel'var Dominion saw it as nothing more than a stepping stone in their march toward Federation territory. The attack came without warning. Kel'var ships appeared in orbit, their jagged hulls blotting out the sun. They deployed orbital strikes that reduced entire districts to ash before sending their soldiers, towering crystalline warriors that moved with mechanical precision, onto the surface. President Vito's voice followed. Governor Lena Marek broadcast a desperate plea for help. To the Federation and all allied species, this is Arcturus IV. We are under attack by the Kel'var Dominion. Our defenses are failing. Please, we need immediate assistance. The message was met with silence. Federation worlds, already stretched thin, were unwilling to intervene. The Kel'var fleet was too powerful, their forces too overwhelming. To them, Arcturus IV was already lost. Chapter 2. Humanity's Resolve. The destruction of Arcturus IV sent shockwaves through the Terran Union. On Earth, a state of emergency was declared. President Marcus Darnell addressed the Union in a televised speech, his voice steady but filled with determination. The Kel'var Dominion believes they can destroy us, that humanity will cower in fear. They could not be more wrong. This is not the first time humanity has faced extinction, and it will not be the last time we rise above it. We will fight, we will endure, and we will show the galaxy what it means to be human. Across human space, fleets mobilized. The Terran Navy, though smaller than the Federation's largest powers, was built for resilience and innovation. Engineers worked around the clock to retrofit ships with new weapons and defenses, while colonies contributed resources and manpower to the war effort. Civilians volunteered en masse, their resolve unshaken by fear. Among them was Captain Ethan Kael, a decorated officer who had retired after years of service. When news of Arcturus IV reached him, he returned to active duty, taking command of the Enduring Flame, one of humanity's newest warships. We're not just fighting for Arcturus IV, Kael told his crew during their first briefing. We're fighting for every colony, every family, and every dream we've built in this galaxy. Surrender is not an option. Chapter 3. Humanity Strikes Back. The first battle between humanity and the Kel'var took place over Vega Prime, a vital human mining outpost. The Kel'var, confident in their superiority, deployed a fleet of destroyers to secure the system. They expected an easy victory. Instead, they encountered the Enduring Flame and its battle group. Kel'var ships opened fire, their plasma beams cutting through the void. Human ships, smaller and more agile, used hit-and-run tactics, striking critical systems and retreating before the Kel'var could retaliate. The enduring flame, equipped with experimental railguns, delivered devastating blows, its projectiles punching through the crystalline hulls of enemy ships. Captain Kael's strategies were unorthodox, relying on unpredictability and daring maneuvers. "They think we'll fight like the Federation," he told his officers during the battle. "Let's show them what adaptability looks like." The Kel'var lost half their fleet before retreating. Vega Prime was saved, and humanity's first victory against the Dominion was broadcast across the galaxy. Chapter 4: Allies and Enemies. The Federation Council, stunned by humanity's success, convened an emergency session. Some delegates praised humanity's defiance, seeing them as a potential ally against the Dominion. Others, fearful of humanity's growing power, argued for caution. Ambassador Selena Voss, humanity's representative to the Federation, stood before the assembly. "We didn't ask for this war," she said, her voice filled with emotion. "But we will finish it. Humanity has no intention of becoming the galaxy's next empire. We fight because we must, not because we want to." Her words resonated with some species. The Vicari, a nomadic race known for their advanced technology, pledged their support, offering stealth systems and advanced drones. The Thravar, a reptilian species enslaved by the Kel'var, began a rebellion inspired by humanity's defiance. But not all species were swayed. The Dracath Consortium, a mercantile empire profiting from the war, refused to intervene, and the Federation, paralyzed by indecision, remained on the sidelines. Chapter 5: The Battle of Kel'var Reach. Humanity's counteroffensive reached its peak at Kel'var Reach, a heavily fortified system protecting the Dominion's core worlds. The Kel'var deployed their largest fleet yet, led by the dreadnought Obsidian Wrath, a ship the size of a small moon. The Terran Navy, bolstered by Vicari's stealth ships and Thravar rebel fighters, launched a daring assault. Captain Kael, now leading the enduring flame and its fleet, coordinated the attack. The battle was a symphony of destruction. Human ships darted through Kel'var formations, their railguns and plasma lances tearing through enemy vessels. Vicari drones disabled critical systems, while Thravar fighters exploited the chaos. The enduring flame faced off against the Obsidian Wrath in a brutal duel. The dreadnought's firepower was overwhelming, but Kael's crew refused to retreat. Using the ship's advanced maneuverability, they targeted the dreadnought's engines, delivering a crippling blow. On the surface of Kel'var Reach, human marines and Thravar rebels stormed the Dominion's command centers. The fighting was brutal, with every inch of ground contested. Captain Kael's brother, Commander Isaac Kael, led the ground forces, his determination inspiring his troops to push through the bloodshed. Chapter 6: Humanity's Rise. The destruction of the Obsidian Wrath marked a turning point in the war. The Kel'var Dominion, once seen as invincible, began to crumble. Their fleets retreated, their colonies revolted, and their leaders faced growing dissent. Humanity, now a symbol of resistance and resilience, rallied the galaxy's oppressed species. The Federation, shamed by its inaction, finally joined the fight, providing resources and support to humanity's campaign. In the final days of the war, the Terran Navy and its allies launched an assault on Kel'var Prime, the Dominion's capital. The battle was a culmination of every lesson humanity had learned, every hardship endured, every loss avenged. When the Dominion finally fell, the galaxy breathed a collective sigh of relief. But for humanity, the victory was bittersweet. Millions had been lost, their colonies scarred by war. Yet, through their suffering, they had proven their strength. Epilogue: A new legacy. On Arcturus IV, a memorial stood tall, its inscription etched in steel. They thought they were invincible. We showed them what humanity can do. Humanity, once dismissed as insignificant, had become a beacon of hope. Their rise marked a new era for the galaxy, one where strength was measured not by power, but by resolve.